Fuck this Japanese shit. Why are you making me sing Attack on Titan, Alan? Bro, I'm not making you sing Attack on Titan. Yes, you are. By the way, this is my Attack on Titan review. Oh, well, let me get the hell on out of here. Now. Alright, guys. So this is my experience with Attack on Titan. I don't know why Woody was singing the opening. But, anyways. So, my experience might be a little different because I'm doing my experience watching live. Usually I would do a short format of watching something, but I felt like changing the script. I'm just kidding. Like I make scripts. You know, I love when people say, I'm gonna be changing the script today. We're just gonna be doing like on the brain thoughts, on the Chrome Dome thoughts about this. But yeah, like I've ever done a script before. But anyways, so I want to talk about like my experience watching Attack on Titan like over the years / my experience watching it, because I've watched, I think, all of it, but I also think not all of it at the same time. Like a part of me is like, I don't know. Like let me tell you, I went. Muff, relax. No, sit down, relax. Wait till I'm done working. I'm back. Sorry, my cat decided just to stand on top of the couch out there and be like, eh. Not to try to go Super Saiyan 3 on me until I told him, nope, stop. But anyways, so let's start with my story with Attack on Titan, right? So I remember, it was around, I think it was like either 2016 or something. I think it was either 2016 or somewhere 2015, because it wasn't 2014. I remember 2014 was a great year all year round. It was before my mom had a stroke, right? So we were going to, like, me, my brother, my dad, obviously mom, we were going to one of my mom's therapy sessions, because ever since my mom had that stroke, that happened a long time ago. We've been taking her to therapy like every other day so she can help regain her muscles in her entire left side, right, of her body. Because, when you have a stroke, like, for example, like your one of your other sides, like your right side, for example, is really good, but your left side is just completely either barely or like barely functional or something like that, or it just hurts to use it and stuff. But anyways, enough explaining about my mom's therapy. We were there at my mom's therapy session, or yeah, not rehabilitation, but like just physical therapy to help her out. And I remember my dad and I, we were waiting in this room thing. I don't remember what the room was like, but we were waiting in this small room. Yes, I know about that because my dad had. Oh, damn. My apologies if I brought up some memories, but I just wanted to give some context for how this even started, right? We were in this room, and my dad said, hey, Alex, I know you love anime, right? You love anime, so hey, my friends, and I still have no idea whose dad's friends were in this moment, but my dad said, yo, one of my friends told me to check this out, and I wanted to show you what it was like, right? So ever since that day in that therapy waiting room, Dad showed me the first episode of Attack on Titan. And I remember, and I'm going to forever remember that memory of how I got into Attack on Titan, because it was pretty memorable, because everything in that day was kind of boring. It was just me kind of waiting around until Mom was done with her therapy session and stuff. So, and obviously my attention span back then was way less than it was now, so you get it. And I remember when I watched it for the first time, episode 1, I immediately fell in love. I was like, whoa, I like this, even though it is bloody, a little gory. I don't really prefer that stuff nowadays, but it's not really like my automatic preference that a lot of people like to have in their stuff, I mean, sure, I'll accept it, if it's in there, but I'm not going to be on that shit all the time. But anyways, so I remember watching it, I loved it, and I wanted more, but it was only on Crunchyroll. And keep in mind, for a long time after that point, I think I was watching it on Crunchyroll, like we had a Crunchyroll account or somewhere. I can't remember if it was Crunchyroll or in a random anime website, where I sat down and I was so addicted to Attack on Titan that I was watching it every week. Actually, yeah, we had a Crunchyroll account, and I was watching it like every week. Every week, I was sitting there watching Attack on Titan because I loved Attack on Titan so much. I was hooked on it, and then I think my brother for a few episodes got in on it and watched it with me. It's on Disney Plus now. What the fuck? Attack on Titan's on Disney Plus? I've never heard of that shit. Hey, I'd probably recommend only adults watch that shit. Because, Disney likes to target the kids and stuff, so it's like, what the fuck? That's weird. I have never heard of that. Crunchyroll kind of be shit, in my opinion. That's just me. Well, yeah, I know it's kind of shit. It's not really the best anime service, but hey, it's what I have on the big screen, right? It's what we got to deal with. And even now I have it, so it's like, well, because of my boy, but my boy hooked me up and said, hey, you want Crunchyroll? And I'm like, hell yeah. But anyways, right? So me and Louie, we just started watching episodes, back to back, like together. And we were enjoying it together. I remember there were periods of time where I was watching it, because early Attack on Titan, happy Valentine's Day. I forgot it was Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone, to those who celebrate it. But I remember, like, after a while, I stopped watching it. And because the anime just completely stopped or something like that. And I didn't know it did. Or maybe I was just getting into other things. It was either one of the two, right? But I do remember Attack on Titan going on one of the longest anime hiatuses of all time. If I'm not mistaken. Like, this is how it went, right? I was watching it until I wasn't watching it anymore, and I don't know why, but it's very hazy on why I stopped watching it. I don't know if it was A, too much, or B, kind of okay, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. Like, my thought process on this is a little wonky / a little weird, From what I know, Attack on Titan has video games. Yes, not Ronnie. Lord Draco, it does have video games, and I should talk about the PS4 game sometime because I love Discord. I like Discord. I like Discord most of the time, or sometimes. I try my best to be on it more, but every time I say something, it just never happens. Sonic Frontiers kind of reminded me of Attack on Titan. I can feel that with all the Titans you get to face, like the robotic Titans you get to face in the game and stuff. So that's fair. But anyways, yeah. So I was watching it heavy. And then I remember, trying to read the manga. The manga, completely threw me off with this completely different art style from the anime, so I stopped reading it. I know. Different period back then, of me. Different thought process, different mind. And then after trying to read the manga, I think I either went back to the anime or I just completely drifted off from Attack on Titan for a long period of time. Or something like that. Or I just did stuff while waiting. And keep in mind, the whole reason why, obviously I fell in love with Attack on Titan, but the whole reason I stopped caring about Attack on Titan in general is because of when they went on that hiatus, from season 3 just to hit season 4. I think it was a few years IRL, when season 4 first came out, and I was so excited because I was like, okay. I think season 3 was the last season, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe season 4, I don't remember all that well. I remember I was so excited to watch it, and I remember I hopped back on the bandwagon of watching Attack on Titan, and I was like, okay, I'm about to watch it every week. I'm about to watch it every day, every week, whenever it comes out. I'm about to watch it. I like Attack on Titan again. I watched all of it, season 4, and then for some reason, it halts. And I'm like, I waited for a new season for 3 to 4 years, and you guys are going to halt me again? Right? So then get this. Attack on Titan, the studio of Attack on Titan, I guess we're having issues with payments over there in Japan. Because if you remember that incident where a lot of animators were getting paid scraps, and they're about to get one of the biggest, increases in their life, right? So, payment increases, paycheck increases. So, when that happened back, I think, around 2020, I can't remember the year, I think Attack on Titan went off air during that time. So, that means, everybody in that studio that was working on Attack on Titan probably got paid extra or something. I don't fucking know, right? But I was pissed because whenever I watch anime, I'm watching it at least till the end. I want to know, I want to know, like, what goes on, what's happening, all that other sort of stuff. What's the cat's name? Mr. Muff. Um, I know I don't really bring up his name a lot, but his name is Muffins. Mr. Muffins. Like the muffins that you would eat. Hey, I love this muffin right here. That's basically what I based his name off of. Well, his nickname's Mr. Muff. His real name is Suki, but we kind of changed it to Muff like later on because the nickname kind of stuck. The anime I'm currently interested in is Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. I've heard of that one. That one's something else. But anyways, that one is something else though. But yeah, I remember when I'm starting to remember. So when Attack on Titan first went on its first hiatus, I remember I was in it, but I have never seen an anime do this before. So keep in mind, right? Every anime I have ever seen has at least ended in one way or another. For example, Dragon Ball Z, all episodes. Okay, beginning, middle to end of the original DBZ/DBZ Kai. Go ahead, end that shit. One Piece, it was still ongoing at this time. Of course it was. It always is, right? Or, well, not anymore right now. They're definitely on hiatus, but they mentioned why they're on hiatus, I think, before. But you get my point, right? One Piece, still going. Like, every anime I've ever watched or ever known is still going, and I've never done that shit before. And if they're on hiatus, they were on an indefinite hiatus. Like, the series was done. It was canceled. It was wrapped up. It was either one of the two. You kept going until you finish, or you're fucking done. Like, you're canceled. You're out of here, right? So when I saw Attack on Titan have that stop period, obviously the stop period was because it's for the animators to take a break, live life with their families, and all that other sort of stuff. I get that. 100%. I understand why they stop. But a part of me is like, why the fuck would you stop when you've got so many people riled up for this season in the first place? Right? Why the fuck would you stop when you know you have the most hype, you can generate the most money, if you continue to do this, right? Because I remember as soon as season 4 stopped, I think I stopped. Because I think it was it was season 4 part 1. Then they did season 4 part 2, season 4 part 3, season 4 part 4, season 4 part 5. I think it was 4 or 5 parts of season 4, and I'm like, that is fucking ridiculous. I remember I drew the line right there, and I said, okay, you know what? Fuck this anime. Look, I am not going to sit here and wait months, for an anime that I care about, but not like on the top list of my priorities, right? I don't want to wait for an anime to come out. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I want to watch something, and then it starts and it ends. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to watch. A show that's already ended, put up the whole thing, so I don't have to worry about waiting for like next week, right? So hiatus kind of sucks, but mangas are here. See, but I don't read mangas, right? I mean, I do read manga, but I don't read manga at the same time. So it's like I'm used to being an anime watcher. Now I don't really care about anime for all that much. I mean, I still care about it. I still care about the ones I really love. But like you guys can tell, my anime love is going completely downhill. It's like right now, it's kind of lower than low right now for my love for anime. If it isn't the ones I already like. So, because that's just how I am right now. Do you know of the Assassination Classroom where kids try to murk their teacher? Yes. Assassination Classroom, if I'm not mistaken. Well, dude, you gotta remember, when people have hiatuses, they have things going on in their lives, and English dubbing is hard as hell to do. Yes. English dubbing? I never watched Attack on Titan for its English dub. I probably watched it maybe once or twice, maybe 3 to 4 times. But like I always watched it in sub. Because keep in mind, this is when the anime war of sub is better than dub or dub is better than sub was still going on. So I was always on team sub because team sub anime would always come out first. And dubbing would take a fucking eon to do later, which is why I never bothered with dub. I mean, look at One Piece's fucking dub. That is shit. In my opinion, it became shit. There are some good anime dubs. Soul Eater. Yeah, Soul Eater, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Samurai X, Death Note. Those are some good examples that they have good dubs. I'm not trying to say dubs are shit, but I'm saying keep in mind the timeline that we're in. Whenever I was, whenever this Attack on Titan stuff was going on, that whole dub versus sub debate was still going on. It was still pretty strong. The war of that, and how I already picked my side ahead of time when I said subbed. But Sonic X had good dub too. Sonic X had a dub all right, but But I would argue the 4Kids Cat's best performance was like Black Knight, but hey. But anyways, I digress, right? But anyways, that's the whole reason I got out of Attack on Titan originally, right? I will be watching IShowSpeed at 11. IShowSpeed, God bless his soul, man. I really hope he does good out there. It's just, goddamn, his fan base bully the hell out of that dude like crazy. But anyways, that's the reason why I stopped watching Attack on Titan, is because I remember Filthy Frank say weeaboos. Yeah, weeaboos. Look at those fucking weeaboos that watch Japanese cartoons, or anime or whatever. But anyways, oh my god, I remember that whole thing Nick said about anime being Japanese cartoons, and I remember me and Chris were like, dude, they're not Japanese cartoons, they're called anime. And it's like, that isn't that literally what it is? And it's a whole thing. But anyways, right? And I remember that's the whole reason why I stopped watching Attack on Titan, back to what I was saying earlier, is because of all those hiatuses, all those times they stopped. This is why I stopped giving a shit about Bleach 1000-Year Blood War as well, and I stopped reviewing it too, because I don't like anime that go in chunks. I still don't get why they go in chunks. I'm old school, so I like how it was before. Though I do understand how it's going to go nowadays for some companies where they do it in chunks, where they can have the best animation and the overall show is amazing. But I love the weekly shit. Getting an episode weekly. Sure, it's a nightmare. I get that. And I'm actually glad the animators are getting free time to go back to their families and whatnot. But it's like, goddamn, man. I really also, I also grew up with how it was the days of old. Never heard of Bleach. Only the Bleach in my eyes. Probably before my time. Well, yeah, Bleach is an anime that was 2000s, early 2000s, just like Naruto and One Piece. In terms of anime. Well, One Piece was in the 1980s, but Naruto was like early 2000s, same with Bleach. But anyways, back to what I was saying, right? And that's why I got Attack on Titan and stopped caring for it. Right? It's because of those hiatus and stuff. But then eventually I came around once the show was completely over, I think, and I just started watching clips on YouTube, and I was like, heh, I remember when I gave a shit about this show. Like, genuinely, I remember when I gave a shit. Now it's like I don't care, because, I'm not going to care to go finish it now, but I remember watching clips of some of the story beats, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy that Eren can time travel or whatever the fuck with the powers of Yadamir, or lore I do not care to understand fully. So it's like, cool. After I saw it on YouTube clips, and then I just continued moving on with my life. And that's kind of like my experience watching Attack on Titan. I have played Call of Duty, but I do not play it anymore. I might make up my experience on why I do not play Call of Duty games anymore, because they are one and the same all the time. But hey, this is why I say that I would rather wait until Bleach 1000-Year Blood War is finished so I can watch the entire arc. Exactly. I said the same thing. And that's what I'm planning to do too, is watching the same thing. Anyways, the openings were fire. Same here with Nagatoro. Yep. Got y'all. But anyways, that's my experience watching Attack on Titan. Don't get me wrong, it's a good anime. I still think it's pretty good. But for me, let me know what killed it for you. Do you guys agree that the hiatuses is the ones that killed it for you? Because for me, it definitely killed it. Like, all the times they took breaks and then came back with it. Like, these returns are diminishing with each return they had. I kind of gave a shit with that anime, not gonna lie. Got you. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments about how you feel about Attack on Titan. What ruined it for you? What got you out of Attack on Titan? What got you hooked into Attack on Titan? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time with another freaking thing that I like to do. I might go play Persona 5 Strikers, or maybe Donkey Kong. I'm not 100% sure, because your boy over here is... And maybe I could do a little bit of Donkey Kong. I'm not sure. Maybe. I'll probably do a little bit of Donkey Kong. I don't mind doing a little bit. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Donkey Kong.